This week on Backyard Builds, I make rain noises with my fuel tank. Next up is, I need to get that fuel tank out first. Don't need to take it out for the spring weather. I don't need to take it out to do the Bro springs, but the tank has a hole in it, so it's no good. I also have a spare tank sitting on the trailer over there. So I'm just going to take it out anyway. Gives me a bit more space. Just lubed up all the screws because they are Phillips head screws, so they are going to strip and we will be drilling them out later. But for now, let's remain optimistic and try and undo them, eh? Good start. Let's keep it going. I'm going to leave that one in because when we get to the very end, that's the one we need to take out last. Excellent start. Let's ruin this now by trying to go for the trickier ones, eh? Don't know if that one was broken or spinning, but it came out. We'll take that as a win. I have incredibly good luck with this car and bolts coming out. Get out of there. These two. Yeah? What are you? Round or square? What you are is out. Another one. We're going to win a chicken dinner. So we've got the two from the underside because this tank comes out from the bottom. So I've just got the middle two. I've got 1, 2, 3 because 4 is missing from the top side. So I'll be back. I'm just having a bit of grief with that one. So a little wire brush and give it one of those. Put the old screwdriver bit back in. Undo. Let's see if we can get this. Oh no, we're stuck. See if we can get it. Come on, folks. I'm trying to get this on camera for you. Terribly not that handed. Alright, that looks like good enough view. I have to put this fucking camera down. So this bolt is bucket loads of fun. And it is trying to strip. I'm being very careful with it. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to try and... I'm just going to try and do it up. Oh, it spun. I might be on with a chance here. Winner. Winner. So just tried to get that off, but it spins, but I can't turn it. Got it. Alright. I'm going to catch the tank with my face. Pull that one out first. Got to put my safety back on. Oh no. Lucky someone jumped this car and put a nice little knee hold there for me. Just like that. Woo! So with the fuel tank out and the rear diff out, now we will start to unpick those rear spring hangers. Sort of been debating which way to start these, because they're hot rivets. Like the stuff they put the Sydney Harbour Bridge together with, same thing, just a wee bit smaller and a few less of them. I was thinking of grinding them out from underneath, so laying on my back here and just grinding the 6 main rivets out. I think that's what I am going to do, because you sort of need to get them off and then you got to punch them back through. Then you need to clean this area with the wire wheel and find all the spot weld holes to drill, which can be absolutely dirty work. So yes, let's do that tomorrow, I think. I'm tired, a wee bit smelly now. So yes, getting there. Alright, it's another day. And we need to get these spring hangers out so we can put in the slider plates, which are in a box over there. So, best way to do that is see there? We've obviously been sanding. So that's where the rivets used to be, or the heads of them used to be. I'll show you over here. They're actually a bit rusty on this side, which is fine because it's all getting fixed in here anyway. So there, best way to just get rid of them is to sand the heads off, and then we'll put a hole through them and it'll help like collapse, and then we'll punch them out. So all I used to remove those first lot of rivets, because they're all pretty easy to get to, was just 5-inch grinder, 36 grit on that. And now for the tight spots, I'm hoping, oh yeah, it's gonna work. I'm gonna be able to get a 3-inch roll lock in there. Yep, sweet. So just 80 bits on that, make a mess. So I've actually already knocked these ones out, they came out alright. But it's really hard to pick up on the camera, but basically sand. Let's see if we can get some footage of this. You can just sort of see like the halo line, so where it's flat, it's actually flat with the rail on all of them. You sand till you just see that. You don't want to sand anymore because you want to take material off the rail if you can avoid it. But the best way to get the rivets out is once you've got them sanded flat, this is just like a really dull center punch, really, actually. It's just a really dull center punch, yeah. Just line it up as best you can, as center as you can, and you've just got to smack them. And you see how it's just come out now. It doesn't matter if it like stretches, dings the rail a little bit. I'm not too concerned about it. There it goes, and they just pop out. So that's the rivets out. Next is spot welds. We've got to get these off. I know for a fact you can see where the rivets were. To get these off, they're spot welded in, and it was erratic. It was done on a Friday afternoon, clearly after a few lunchtime beers. So to clean it up, I just got one of our blue stripper discs on there and do my best to get around the whole way. See if I can find them all, and we'll drill them all out. This side, I've sort of worked out I can get the stripper disc to this side, but I can't to that side because of the spare wheel tub. So might just get a wire wheel on a drill and see what I can do. We'll work it out. So yeah, so my back blowing on my back. So what I've done now, really hoping I can fix this up. Turn around. Turn around. Oh you can sort of see them in the right light. There's all those little white dots. Now these are not going to be the same on your car, but it's where they are on my car. So what I've got now is I've got my auto center punch, or self-punching center punch, whatever you want to call it, with my head out of the way so I don't get too much of the stuff in my eyes. Just going to go through and pop all the centers of those spot welds. The reason I'm doing this is because of my spot weld drill bits, which hopefully I can show you here in just a second. If I can put this down flat like that. So these are, what brand are these? Powerline? I don't know. Spot weld drill bits. These aren't the cheap ones. These are, I think, $40 or $50 each. Yeah, if the camera picks it up, there's actually just a little point on the very end of that. Might just be able to see it. I want that to locate in the center of the spot weld. So that's all I'm doing that center punch for. So I'm just going to punch all these and start drilling holes. Not fully holes, we're just going to drill them through the bracket.
Hey guys, just jumping into this video real quick to let you know we have had a rendering done by the one and only drop mutt, Ev Danes of my Swiss Motors Ute. We're going to be doing a run of shirts and hoodies, just like we did in our initial run. We're going to hold pre-order for the month of March only, so the 4 weeks in March, or 4.5 weeks in March, pre-orders are open. You can buy yourself a shirt or a hoodie, or we're doing combo packs for both. Make sure you get yours soon. Pre-orders only in March. We'll have the orders in April and sent straight out to you. Hoodies will be just in time for winter and not this glorious summer we've had so far in Australia. All right, guys, that's all. Links in the bio. Let's get back to the video.
Back on the floor. Sweet. But safeties. I've actually got a pair of my welding gloves here. I do also have the trusty DeWalty, which is probably on its last legs, but let's not get into that right now. And now I've got to drill. I've just got to drill through. Don't know why the camera does that every time. Anyway. So I've actually center punched all my spot welds. I only want to drill through this layout. I don't want to drill through the floor. Not on this piece anyway. Just want to drill through this. So just, you sort of got to watch. Like you'll drill through a little bit, drill through a little bit, drill through a little bit. And then eventually you'll just sort of see it like separate. You'll see a little, like almost like crack essentially. So yeah, I'll just do one now and I'll show you in a second. So if you hate lying underneath stuff and getting showered in sparks like I do, Drilly Jack, drill. What are we trying to drill? There's a bit of tension on it and just give it another pow. Go back here. Where are we? There. Did you just see how it went pop? As we're through the spot weld, which means it released. So we're in the right spot for one. I've already got this side off, and there was one I missed. That one held me a little bit, but then it all just came free. As you can see, the rust in this rail, which we already knew we needed to repair. But we've got to get this one off first as well. Bit of air chisel action. So what I'm hoping is I can just get like under the lip and it like just chips it away. Let me set the camera up at a different angle so you can watch, and then I'll make some noises. So I'm gonna get flat the chisel there. Not good. It's not moved. holes in the rail. Still feels like it's still attached. This one's going to be a pain. Alright, plan B. Oh, gotcha. I missed some. That's alright, that's not too tore up. We can just plug those last couple of bits just to tighten it back up. And we are sweet. Sweet. Boiler. So now we have those shackle plates out, which are these ones. You can see how they were. It's just a crushed tube essentially welded into a pressed bit of steel. 3 spiders in there as well. When these are in the car, your shackle actually hangs like through that pin, swings, and this is essentially just like a bump stop. So if it's fully lowered, it just goes thunk, and that's all it's got. These are fine for normal road use. Absolutely nothing wrong with them. These I'm going to keep because if I really need to reuse them in another project, I've got a set. What I wanted to show you was why I took them out. I've been saying I'm putting the Gazza Bros in. I'm putting the Gazza Bros in. Hey guys, I'm putting the Gazza Bros in. Gazza Bros don't just bolt in. I could probably set them up on the shackle, which would have been a cool experiment now I think about it. But I actually bought their bolt-in plates. So those rivets that we drilled out, 6 holes that line up, 6 rivet holes. You do the math, it comes applied with bolts. So these go up underneath the car. And what you'll remember from previous episode when we worked on the ute, yes, we still own the ute. It's still in my back shed. Zach's overseas, so I'm not working on it because it's a group project. But for those, it is the slider bar. Remembering those sliders, similar to what we put in the ute, runs on bearings, alley bush up the spring. Front is one way or the other, I forget. But they bolt in, so they bolt in like that. Then the spring does its thing over there. So that is the main reason for pulling those original shackle mounts out. I'm not going to use them, like I said, I'm going to keep them for another project. But yes, so now that all that stuff is out, diff's out, fuel tank's out, I've really got to patch this chassis rail, which actually wasn't as bad as we thought, like you saw in the video. So hopefully that is a fairly simple repair. I really hope I don't find any more rust. I'm going to find more rust. But yeah, so I'll leave it there, folks. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget we have the shirt dropped. And I'll see you all next week on Backyard Builds.